Yes guys, how we are doing? My name is Morsi and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be checking out a completely unique, very unorthodox starter team in FIFA 22. We're looking at the Argentine and Uruguayan boys. So I'm recording this on Saturday the 18th of September guys. We are 4 days away from early access. Wednesday the 22nd at 6 PM UK time we're going to be able to get our hands on the 10 hours early access and the web app. It's probably going to be crazy laggy. Knowing EA and knowing past FIFAs, it is going to be a full-on frenzy to get onto the game. I'm going to be a little bit delayed on that day because of my work, but I will be having videos out that night and throughout the whole of Thursday, don't you worry. But this team is a little bit interesting. A couple of these guys caught my eye on that top 1000 database. And I thought maybe, just maybe, this could be a sick little starter team. A lot of guys in this video were previously Copa Libertadores cards. I'm not necessarily sure how that's working next year. I don't know if they're going to get released as gold rare, gold common cards, and then re-released as Copa Libertadores. But for the sake of this, I have mocked them up in the Copa Libertadores FIFA 22 card design. Now let's just dive straight into this one, guys. In goal, we have got a man who plays in the Mexican League for Monterrey. It's Andrada. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain this man was part of the Copa Libertadores promo last year. I'm not too sure if he played for a team in that region, but he's now got his move to Mexico and he's playing for Monterrey. Looks like a super solid starter keeper, only 80 overall, so he got the -1 downgrade. In all honesty, I can't really shout much about him. The stats look pretty respectable. He is 6'4", so he's a big old boy. Hopefully that does help him. But in regards to this team in general, it is going to be super cheap early doors, guys, trust me. Moving on up to the right back position, we have got a boy by the name of Fabricio Bustos. Pretty certain this guy had some sort of League SBC card, was it a couple of years ago? Or maybe the season just gone by, I'm not too sure. If he did, let me know down below, but either way, he's going to be a super solid starter card. He's got fantastic pace, 86 on the card. Defensively and physically a little bit lackluster, so definitely put a chem style to boost those two stats up. But going forward, he's going to be super solid with that pace. Decent dribbling, decent passing. Obviously, shooting's not incredible. He is a right back, that is fine. But should be super solid early game. So in regards to the centre backs, this is where the team does suffer a tiny little bit. At the moment, we don't have access to the full database, so there hopefully will be a couple of boys here that can slot in nicely. But in regards to this little team I'm mocking up, we are going for the ex-Spurs man. I'm actually just going to leave the concept version of this man's card from this year just gone, as we don't have access to the actual man's stats. But in regards to pace, it's definitely going to be higher than 68. What I'm hoping is that EA are going to super juice him up, maybe into that 70-80 bracket, similar to what they're doing at the moment for a lot of centre backs in the game. But either way, he'll be solid, 6'2" as well. So decent height for a centre-back, medium high work rates in FIFA 21. And he is important purely for a link later on that you're going to see. Centre-back number 2 is actually a right-back. I am going to be that sweaty rat from FIFA 21 and use a full-back at centre-back. But this full-back goes by the name of Montiel. Recently transferred over to the Spanish League this season, this full-back is absolutely rapid. 86 pace on the card, very good physical, being 81 as well. And if this man was a centre-back, he would be sensational early game. But he is a right-back. Let's ignore it. Let's pretend it says centre-back in that card, guys. Come on, just let me off. As I said, once the full database does get released, fingers crossed there'll be some better centre-backs to put in this position. But anyway, a right-back and centre-back is absolutely fine. So up next in left-back, we continue in the theme of quick physical players, and we got Casco. Casco did pick himself up a little bit of a downgrade this season. He's gone from a 79 to a 77, basically lost a little bit of pace. That's essentially it. He still has 83 on his card, which is fantastic. Dribbling's 80, which is also amazing for a fullback, and he is a physical boy. So both our fullbacks have a lot of pace, decent dribbling on the card, and respectable defending. And overall, this defense looks pretty solid. In regards to that centre-back, you could end up paying Acuna there if he gets his left-back card, if you can manage to afford that. But as I said, wait for the database to come out, and we'll see if there's some decent Argentinian centre-backs to put in there. So this is where the team starts to get a little bit saucy, and the rest of the 6 boys you're going to see in a minute are going to be top tier cards. Every single one of these looks sensational for a starter team, so let's waste no time and carry on with this squad. And we have got the first centre mid, De La Cruz. So this man is the first Uruguayan and the only Uruguayan in this team. It counts as a hybrid. There's 2 nations, guys, so let me off on this one. Been upgraded by that 1 overall, but his stats have dwindled a little bit. Still rapid with 84 pace, 81 dribbling on the card. Shooting and passing is also there, 75 and 77. And he has a bit of defensive and physicality about him as well, so very well-rounded centre mid. Last year round, he had himself high work rates and 4-star, 4-star, so fingers crossed he keeps hold of those as well, and he's going to be that box-to-box centre mid that we very much need for this team. So centre mid number 2, and this is why we need the boy Foyth down here, or at least a La Liga Argentine player to link into this man to make sure he's on full chemistry. We've got the recently transferred Atletico Madrid baller, Rodrigo De Paul. Now, De Paul has been hooked up massively. He was so underappreciated last year at the start of FIFA 21. Picked himself up in forms and a team of the season that was sensational. Got himself that big money move to Atletico Madrid, and they've hooked him up. We've got a 78 pace, 76 shooting, 80 passing, 82 dribbling, 71 defending, and 79 physical. Pretty much as well rounded as it gets for a starter centre midfielder. He offers a lot going forward, linking up the play with a decent passing, decent dribbling, but he also has that defensive and physical side to his game. Now this man may end up being the most defensive out of the three midfielders, which is fine. You can get the ball deep, pick it up deep, kind of link up the rest of the play around him. Get the fullbacks bombing forward as well with their pace. De La Cruz has a bit of pace. And you'll see later on that front three has a lot of pace. So big man Rodrigo de Paul is going to be the playmaker in this team. So to finish off this midfield three, we got a man who I have already predicted in a squad builder. He plays in the Serie A for Udinese. It's Pereira. Last season round he started off as a left midfielder, but I was pretty certain he played most of his football through the middle, and he has now been changed to that centre midfield position, which is fantastic for this card. Very similar to the rest of the midfield boys, he is a super well-rounded card. Offers a lot going forward with the pace, the passing and the shooting, but also has a little bit of defending and physical about his game. He's also got 4-star, and he is 6 foot, so he's a big man and he's going to be difficult to push off the ball, which is fantastic. And him, De Paul and De La Cruz running that midfield three is going to be beautiful to see. So what do you think of the team so far, guys? Give me your honest opinion down below. What are we saying? There's a lot of insane starter teams that I've been dropping on my channel. A lot of mental cards. Going to be a little bit more expensive than these boys though. This is pretty much bottom of the barrel in regards to price. Apart from De Paul, this man may be a little bit on the premium side, but the rest of the cards should be super cheap and affordable. But let's move on up to the front three, and this front three looks super excited. I'm going to start off with the man that caught my eye first. I saw this guy, and I remembered that he had some sort of special card last year that looked insane, and it was like 76 overall. We got Romero. Straight away, the 90 pace on the card is brilliant. He's got decent shooting as well. The dribbling looks a little bit low. However, the agility and balance are actually really nice. So fingers crossed he feels super agile on the ball. Regards to the chem style, you could be a little bit saucy and put a hunter on him just to max out the pace and the shooting, or a hawk chem style just to fine tune the dribbling, physical and shooting on the card. But for a 77 overall, who's going to get packed a lot early game, super cheap budget starter team, I reckon he's a solid shout. And in regards to the left winger, we are keeping the pacey theme going, and we've got a boy by the name of Pavon. Once again, 90 pace on the card, very similar face stats to our striker here. He's got decent dribbling, decent shooting, decent passing, decent physical. Should be a fantastic pacey winger on the side. And last but not least, to finish off this team, we have got probably one of the highlights. We got Salvio. Continuing the pacey theme of this front three, we got 86 pace, 84 dribbling on the man. Decent shooting, decent passing as well. Maybe 4, potentially 5-star skills. I've seen a couple of leaks. This man may be a 5-star skill baller, but if not, it's definitely going to be 4. And in regards to the overall look of the team, guys, this is going to be super cheap and super affordable early doors. I've been trying my best to kind of do a mix of starter squads over the past few days. Some more on the premium side, some more on the super cheap budget affordable teams. And this is definitely one of those. Even if you end up picking up this team just to focus on squad battles, to smash out as many games as you can early doors, it won't cost you a lot to invest in these players. You can use majority of coins to trade on the side or do whatever floats your boat on the side, guys. Either way, a fantastic starter team. But guys, that is where I'm going to end this one. As always, let me know what you think of this team. Let me know if there's a player that you would sub out for any of these boys as well. And also keep recommending me teams down below. I'm loving your suggestions. But until next time, guys, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll catch you soon.